Hey guys, this is Shelly with Shelly Cooks. Today I'm going to share a recipe with you that I've been wanting to share with you for a while. It is my absolute favorite appetizer, or you could serve it as an entree even, or a main course. It is a smoked salmon salad, and they're simple ingredients. I think there are 4 or 5 simple ingredients, and that's it. I don't like smoked salmon, and I love this salad. And it's always rave whenever we serve it, like even if it's just for us at home without company, it's always a hit. So stay tuned and you'll see how easy this is and give it a try. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have some romaine here, and I actually cut this quite thin in slivers because we're going to make sure that when people are eating it, they don't have big chunks that they have to, sort of put on their fork and in their mouth. So I start out cutting it like this. So, and I have my salad spinner here, so I'm going to put it in this and wash it and then spin it dry. So this here is pretty good, right? I'm not going to put that last little bit in there. But then what I do is I turn it around and I chop it just a bit like this as well, so that we want to make sure, as I said, that the pieces are a good size and not too big. And also serve with this, or with the salad, we have onions, red onions that we chop fine, and capers. So I'm going to get this in here, wash it up, and give it a good spin, and then I'm going to put it on a flour towel to dry really well, and we'll be right back. So guys, I have my trusty little dicer here that you hear me talking about all the time. Absolutely love it. If you have a problem dicing onions because you tear up and that sort of thing, you need this. So the attachment I have on now is a very fine dice, as you can see. Here I have some, we actually did this salad last night for dinner, and here I have some onions that were left over, and I just put some avocado oil on it and put them in the refrigerator because I thought I'd be making this salad again today, so I'll just add it to them. So here we go. We're going to do this red onion as, whoops, sorry about that noise, as a really fine dice. Make sure you have a nice tray or something to serve it on, because it looks really pretty when it's all done, and you want to show that off with the colors and everything else. So I'm just going to slice this like this, and then I'm going to put it in the dicer and let the chopper, I should say, and let it do the work. Okay, guys, so here we've got, the lettuce is all really dry. I have a tray here that I'm putting it on. I may have too much lettuce. No, I thought I might have too much, but I don't think so. I think that's pretty good, actually. So we have a nice bed of lettuce here. And you have to make sure that it is very dry, okay? And I'll show you, this is the smoked salmon that I use. I get it from Costco. And I think it was $22 or $23 for this. And so now that I have this done, I'm going to open this salmon up. And I actually used to just put the whole pieces on. Now I actually have started to cut them because it makes it a little bit easier to eat, and it disperses it more. You get more and you could disperse it more evenly. So let me open this up. It's not, other than the salmon, it's not a very expensive appetizer either. You have to think this is a good size plate or platter of lettuce, so it'll serve a lot of people. And with some nice side plates and that sort of thing, it's actually a beautiful appetizer. So what I do is I just take each piece off and separate them. Smoked salmon is usually cut very, very thin, which is the good part about this. And then I just place them all over the salad. As I get down here and the pieces are bigger, I'll start to cut them into smaller pieces. But for this, we don't need to do that. So we'll just separate the thin pieces and just sort of roll them around a bit and create like a little bit of a rosette if we can, or just place them so that they look kind of cute. So I am going to just, I have, oh, I should mention, I have my onions here that I diced, and what I do is I actually just put them in cold water. And the reason I do that is because I don't like the raw taste of raw onion. Like it's just too sharp. And soaking them in the cold water for about 15-20 minutes will take that away. You get the nice mild onion taste. And I'll do the same thing. I will strain that off and pat them dry so that it's very, very dry. So I am going to keep, this is an appetizer from start to finish, aside from washing your lettuce. Will probably take you, even with washing your lettuce, maybe 15 minutes tops, maybe 20. So if you want to do something really quick, or if you just want to keep something like the smoked salmon in your refrigerator and some capers on your shelf, in case you have company come by, this is, I tell you, people will absolutely love this. And like I said, I don't even like smoked salmon, and a lot of people I know who don't like smoked salmon really enjoy this. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then we'll come back when our onions are ready, and we'll add our onions and our capers and our oil. So see you back. So we're just going to take the paper off. So this is what I do with the salmon pieces. I'm not incredibly creative, so there may be some people who can think of better ways to make it look attractive on the plate. This piece normally doesn't come apart that badly. But of course, because I'm trying to show you, it will. So I just cut it apart, roll it up a bit, and just place it in little bundles on here so it looks cute. And it's small enough that people do not need a knife to eat them with the salad. Like, you don't have to cut it. Each piece is just a mouthful. And you just kind of roll it up like that, a little bit to look kind of cute. I'm sure people can come up with much more attractive ways to do this than I'm doing it, that's for sure. But that's how I do it. And so what I do, I have enough on there now, so all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to score this board. I'm going to fold this over and pack it up, and I will freeze this now. It was previously frozen, but if it's, oh goodness, if it's sealed up properly enough, I have done this many times, and get as much air out of it as you can. This is kind of sticky, so it's hard for me to, there we go. Well, I had it. Yeah, so if it's sealed up enough and you've got as much air out of it as you can actually refreeze this until you need it again. So this is how I do it. Try to take as much air out as I can. And then I'll just kind of roll this down. And I use a paper clip to freeze it, to put on this and put it in the freezer. And this is how I will store that in the freezer until I need it again. Now, I have my flour cloth here that I'm going to use to drain the carrots, or to dry them after I strain them. So I'm going to now just cut my lemons. I should have cut them the other way, actually, but that's all right. I don't know what I was thinking. But let me get a better knife than that. Okay, we'll use this one. There. So when I put my lemons on the platter with the smoked salmon salad, I want to make sure as many of the seeds are removed as possible, because our guests are going to be removing, squeezing the lemon onto their plate of the salad. And so we want to make sure that they're not having to spit out lemons, which is not so cute. Or lemon seeds, I should say. So this is all I do. Again, like I said, it's so simple. It's nothing fancy. And it's just smoked salmon tray. There we go. So, there. We'll put these all around here. I hope you'll give this a try, because I think you'll be impressed with how easy it is and how delicious it is. Again, I'm going to remove that. Just going to remove the center, as many seeds as I can. Now, one other thing is that This salmon will dry out if you're not using it right away. I would suggest that you cover it up with saran wrap and refrigerate it. We do not add the olive oil or the, in my case, I use avocado oil. You can use whatever oil you want that's, doesn't have a strong flavor. And I will add that just before I serve, and be very generous with that when you drizzle it all over the salad. Oops. Okay. Here we go. The other thing I'm generous with, and that I like to put a lot on, are the capers. So, there's our lemon. Let me strain these onions. Okay. We have our onions strained here. We also have these onions left over that I was telling you from the salad we did yesterday. So to make sure they get used up, and there's oil on these, so they're well flavored. There. And these are fresh ones. There. We want to make sure that we're not going to dilute the flavor with water on the onions. Okay. So here we go. Be very generous with your toppings. That is so pretty. And you can make it as big or as small as you want. I'm going to be sharing this, so I was quite generous in making a larger one. So there we go with that. I'm going to finish up this jar of capers. And we like lots and lots and lots of capers with ours. So we'll easily use both jars. So when you, as I said, when you serve this, just before you serve it, you will give a generous, generous pour of the oil on top of it. And then you can serve it with your serving utensils and some side plates, or pass it around your dinner table, and however you choose to do it. We do it usually as an appetizer, or even put it out. It looks really nice on a charcuterie board as well, if you wanted to do that. Oh, that is so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna just pour a little bit of this back in here. I'm going to tidy up and then we'll come back and try it. Okay guys, so I've drizzled a bit of avocado oil on this already, but you can't be afraid of the oil with this salad. Do a little bit of this. And we are going to give this a try. Try to get the perfect bite. A little bit of everything in it. I drive my husband crazy with that. You got to try the perfect bite. Okay, that's good. Yep. Absolutely perfect. The smokiness from the salmon comes through first, and then the lemon and the onions and capers together. You'll love this. So I really hope you give it a try. Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.